Hey everyone, and welcome. We're diving into a question that's on everybody's mind. With AI getting smarter by the second, what makes us, well, us, valuable? Look, this isn't about beating the machines at their own game. It's about finding and honing our uniquely human advantage. So let's jump right in.
So this is really the big one, isn't it? As AI continues to evolve and get more powerful, what's left for us to do? What is that thing that is uniquely, powerfully, and irreplaceably human? The answer isn't about trying to outthink a computer. It's about cultivating the kinds of intelligence that they just can't touch.
You've got to understand, the rise of AI isn't just another tech trend. It's a massive shift that's forcing us to completely rethink what we mean by skill and by value. It's not so much about what you know anymore, but more about how you adapt, how you connect with others, and how you lead with purpose.
Think about it like this. For decades, IQ, our raw brain power, was the gold standard. But now, AI is basically our IQ co-pilot. It can crunch numbers, spot trends, and spit out ideas faster than any human ever could. So having a high IQ is becoming the starting line, not the finish line.
Which of course brings us to this question. If the machines are doing a lot of the heavy cognitive lifting, what's our job? Where do we fit in? Well, this is where things get really, really interesting. Our true advantage lies in the parts of intelligence that go way beyond just crunching data.
So let's start with the first and maybe most critical skill for this new era, your Adaptability Quotient, or AQ. In a world that's constantly changing, being able to adapt isn't a soft skill anymore, it's a core survival skill.
So what exactly is AQ? Well, to put it simply, it's your capacity to pivot. It's all about how you handle the unknown, how you bounce back when things go wrong, and whether you see constant change as a terrifying threat or an exciting opportunity. Honestly, in the age of AI, your AQ might be way more important than your IQ.
An AQ isn't just some fuzzy concept. Nope, it's a combination of really powerful, concrete traits. Things like cognitive flexibility, which is just a fancy way of saying you can unlearn old habits. It's also about resilience, having a growth mindset, and staying curious. All of these together, they are the building blocks of someone who can truly thrive in chaos.
This chart really lays out the new partnership perfectly, doesn't it? AI is the workhorse. It automates, it processes, it executes. Our role, it shifts entirely to adaptation. We're the ones who provide the context that the data is missing. We're the ones who embrace the change that AI brings. We're not just doing the tasks anymore, we're adapting around them.
Okay, but here's where it gets kind of mind-bending. We've been talking about how AI is the reason we all need to be more adaptable. But what if AI could also be the tool that helps us get there?
And believe it or not, this is already happening. There are AI platforms out there that can actually measure your AQ using things like simulations and smart chatbots. Then, based on how you do, they create a personalized training plan just for you to help you improve. And get this, they can even act like a real-time coach, sending you little nudges to help you build better, more adaptable habits. It's kind of like using the disruptor to build our own armor against disruption.
Okay, so AQ is all about the how we navigate all this change. But that's only half the story. There's a much deeper intelligence that guides everything we do, our spiritual intelligence, or SQ. This is all about the why. It's that internal compass that gives our work and our lives meaning.
Now, I want to be super clear about something here. When we say spiritual, we are not talking about religion. Spiritual intelligence is about connecting with a sense of purpose that's bigger than yourself. It's about understanding your core values and finding real meaning in what you do every day. It's an inward-facing intelligence that asks the big, important questions.
It's really easy to get spiritual intelligence mixed up with social intelligence, but they're completely different. Social intelligence looks outward. It's about understanding other people and navigating relationships. Spiritual intelligence looks inward. It's all about your personal why. You absolutely need both, but they do very different jobs.
So, we've got all these different intelligences on the table: IQ, EQ, AQ, SQ, and of course, AI. How do they all fit together? Well, they combine to form this incredible integrated model for innovation that is genuinely driven by purpose.
First up, you've got the analytical engine. This is where our human logic and our expertise, our IQ, gets supercharged by the massive processing power of AI. When you put them together, you get faster, smarter insights and solutions. This is the what and the technical how of getting things done.
Next, we layer on what you could call the empathy accelerator.
This is where our emotional intelligence, or EQ, takes the data that AI gives us, say about how customers are feeling, and applies it with real, genuine human empathy. This is what makes sure our innovations actually connect with people on a human level. And now, we have the final and maybe most crucial layer of all, the ethical compass. This is our spiritual intelligence in action. It provides the moral direction, the why, making sure that all these powerful tools we're building with IQ and AI are actually used for good, for a purpose that goes beyond just making a profit.
And you can see how this all works together in a beautiful cycle. It all starts with SQ, which defines the mission, the big why. Then, IQ and AI get to work building the solution. After that, EQ comes in to make sure it's designed with real empathy for the end user. And finally, our AQ protects the whole mission, giving us the resilience to handle setbacks and keep going.
Okay, theory is great, but let's make this super concrete. Picture a healthcare company. They use their IQ and AI to build a brilliant new diagnostic tool. That's the first step. Then they use their EQ to design the app with a calming interface that won't stress out anxious patients. Great. But then their leader's SQ kicks in and drives them to make sure that tool is affordable and accessible for everyone, especially low-income communities. That's purpose-driven innovation, right there.
All right, this all sounds great, but how do we actually do this? How can leaders create an environment where this can happen? Let's get practical and look at how to put this powerful model into practice.
You know, fostering purpose at work is a delicate thing. It's not about forcing your beliefs on anyone. It's about building a shared, ethical mission everyone can get behind. It's about creating psychological safety so people can be themselves. It's about leading with a little humility, and of course, making sure everything is optional and inclusive.
And if you're a leader listening to this, these are real, tangible things you can start doing like today. Practice actually listening to people. Constantly connect the day-to-day tasks back to the bigger why. Be transparent. And when things go wrong, frame it as a chance to learn, not a reason to blame. It's what modern servant leadership is all about.
I love this quote because it just nails the whole concept. Your spiritual intelligence is your internal compass. It tells you your true north, your purpose. Your social and emotional intelligence, that's the external map that helps you navigate the world and your relationships with others. And to actually get where you want to go, you absolutely need both.
So, we kind of end up back where we started, but hopefully looking at it all through a new lens. The question isn't just what our human advantage is anymore. It's about how we choose to use it. In a world of artificial intelligence, our purpose, our ability to adapt, and our empathy, they aren't just advantages. They're our responsibility. So the real question is, how will you integrate them to drive your purpose?